What is radon? Radon is a clear, odorless gas that comes out of the ground. You need to know what radon is because your home inspectors will ask you, do you want to have a radon test? And a lot of buyers do want to have those tests because if you have long-term exposure to radon, it is a cause of lung cancer, so it is very dangerous. We do have systems to get radon out of homes, so there are ways to remediate that. The scale is 4 and under are passing and 4 and higher are failing. So typically when a purchaser has a radon test done and the test fails, they will request that the seller install a radon mitigation system. Some homes come equipped already with a passive system because some counties have made it mandatory, since we are in such a high area for radon, to have a passive system, which is a pipe that starts at the ground in the basement and comes up through your roof, since the radon comes from the rocks in the ground. Now, if you don't have a passive system, it can get a little pricey because they need a jackhammer in the basement and install the pipe and put it up through your roof. If you have the passive system, it's as easy as putting a fan on it, sucking that gas out of the ground, shooting it through your roof, and it's a little more pricey. You're usually looking at about $1,000 to $1,500 for one of these systems. So it's definitely good to have a radon test. Sellers, you may want to have that done now. If you're thinking about selling in a few months or a few years, you may want to go ahead and have the radon test done now because it's helpful for you as well if you and your family are living in the home. Personally, I have a full basement and I never had a radon test done, and then I finished the basement, moved my kids down there, and I thought, you know what, I need to have a radon test done. We did a test. The results came back at 11, and I don't know what the measurement is, but 11 PCI or something, and that was the highest I've ever seen. So we got a radon system installed, stacked. So they have a thing on it that you can check later every time you look at to see if it's working and functioning and if your levels are low. So thank goodness we had that done. That was scary, and I tell all my purchasers that story. But if you're a seller, it's good to know too. You may want to go ahead and have that checked out. You don't have to use a home inspector to do that test. I believe that you can go to Lowe's or anywhere else and order your own test and do it yourself as well.